a low sex drive is not something most of us like to talk about in public, but it's more common than you think for both men and women. There are things you can do to help a low libido. Dr. Jenny Wilkins from Age Vital Pharmacy is here to tell us about natural sex boosters. Dr. Jenny, our expert on sex.
Good for you.
We all wore the sexy red color too.
So color helps.
Yep,
but there's more.
Oh, there's so much more to libido is probably the clinical way of saying it, as opposed to just how do you improve my sex life. So how do you improve your libido? There's so many different things. The number one factor would be, you know, like the easy things that people can change, like if you're young, exercise, diet, avoiding synthetic chemicals in your food, things like that. But then women go through menopause, guys go through andropause, which is the female version of menopause, and then all of a sudden they're like crashing and what happened? Nothing works. I still find you attractive.
Get Viagra.
So yep, they get Viagra. So but they spend so much money, on Viagra. That can cost guys anywhere from $45 to $55 a tablet.
Wow,
that's a sexy date. That's an expensive date.
I really like that woman for that.
I didn't know that was that expensive.
Oh, it's so expensive. Cialis, Levitra, Viagra, and then you know they're all toxic when you're taking them in orally too. It blocks certain enzymes, which could increase cardiovascular risks with heart attacks. You know, you hear stories of elderly men having sex and then having a heart attack while having sex. I'm going, that should not be, you know?
That should not.
Yep.
So are there other things that a person can do? Because I know you mentioned there are creams and different things that are a lot more natural for the body. Tell us about those.
Yep, compounded Viagra, which is a lot less expensive, under $10. We have sex creams for women, like the triple orgasmic cream, the scream cream, the dream cream.
Oh, please do.
Wait, let's pause for a moment. Did we say the scream cream?
The scream cream.
That's for women.
Yep, that's for women.
Elaborate,
please.
Yep, every woman, it's a foreplay cream. You know, I've done passion parties before, and I say, okay, that toy doesn't work if the battery is dead. So this cream is what actually activates the battery. So we put testosterone in there, arginine, aminophylline, like vasodilations to help swelling and to help increase, you know, like sensations in that area. And the testosterone is big. That's probably the number one. Women, if you haven't been swinging off the chandeliers, a shot of testosterone.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Most women, my goodness, I was like, you must have testosterone levels that are really low. So if you come in, a simple saliva test, blood spot or saliva, $45, like why wouldn't you test to see if you're low? And then there's other things that it helps improve, like, you know, increasing your bone density, your hair grows in, and then it makes you sexier. So it's always great when the females come in and be like, my husband can't keep up with me. You know, he needs this testosterone shot next, you know?
Now you have testing kits to help a person figure out what's going on.
Yep, we have several, and insurances cover, you know, most of it.
Wow.
Yep, Medicare, TRICARE covers 100% of hormone testing. The PPOs cover about 80% of testing. Wow. So, and then, you know, if someone doesn't want to do a full hormone panel, they can just check testosterone for $45. I mean, that's really inexpensive. Like, think of how much money they spend on Starbucks, you know, $5 a day.
Yeah, or that pill.
Right, and that pill, right, that's less expensive.
I'm an expert on this, of course. But I have heard, I don't know much, but I have heard about Trimix. My girlfriend's talking about it. What is that?
Oh, yes, some guys are libido, they're so desperate to have a good time, they go to urologists. The Trimix, it's called intracavernosal injections. They actually inject substances into their male appendage, right, to get an erection. So, but not all men, you know, want to do that. That sounds scary. So it's like, why would you do that when we have creams for guys like the Uptown Male? So, you know, which is a cream, the Uptown Male, we named it because you were applying it uptown, you know, to have a uptown fun.
I was going to say
ask too much about this.
I know, I feel like I'm embarrassed to ask what that is.
I'm not.
So we put chemicals in there like oxytocin. Oxytocin makes you really relax. It helps you to climax and increases, you know, just the overall well-being of the male, putting them in a good place. So, you know, it's kind of like the triple orgasmic for the guys, you know, but it's up here in their heads. They're like, oh, heavenly, you know.
You know what? I can see women with their chandeliers under their arms lined up in front of your
I think
store.
you're going to get a lot of
Having a
thank
good
you
time.
cards.
Yes,
a lot of thank you cards.
Yeah, it's
Well,
age
you can
vital.
visit Dr. Jenny at Age Vital Pharmacy in downtown Sarasota. Take along your chandelier. It's at Orange and Main, and she's also in St. Armand's Circle. Or you can go to agevital.com and find out everything you're afraid to ask her.